Hi, hello everyone. Today, I'm really excited to welcome you to our graduation of the Founder Institute Japan Korea Taiwan International Spring Cohort 2025. My name is Erdinc Ekinci. I have the honor of being the managing director of this program, and I'm joining this program in this region. Obviously, I'm joined today with Shein, our co-director, as well as the venture capitalist from the Golden Egg Ventures, Egg Forward Ventures, Jun Kojima, who is very kind to give us a speech today. We all will be introduce ourselves very soon, so stick around. Let's have a look at today's agenda. And so basically, we all going to be introduce ourselves, and then everyone who is graduating today, all the founders will be giving their 5-minute pitch. And then we are going to listen keynote speech from Jun Kojima, and after that, closing remarks, and we will call out all the mentors who join our session or who is joining today. They give us quick introductions, and then they will be giving a final messages and so on. And right after that, we're gonna go into a different platform for networking called Air Meet. So we already emailed everyone about the link, but we're also going to drop on the chat, so stick around. A quick introduction about myself, and I'm going to also give a very quick and opening speech, so to speak, a short version of it, so we can be set up the tone here of today's significance. So in addition to FI, as you guys know, I do the FI here. I lead several global initiatives supporting both funders and investors, especially across borders and especially underserved markets. But I live in Japan, Tokyo, Japan, and oversee some multiple initiatives. Here's some quick overview of 6 initiatives that I run. First one is the Core Capital, is a B2B first multi-stage VC for strategic investments and globalization and early stage structure and GTM acceleration with the hands-on support. Second is the Open for Co, a platform for helping startups scale through global partnerships. And third one is Founder Capital. I'm a venture partner there. So first 2 is I'm a co-founder, but this third one is Founder Capital. I'm a venture partner, founder fund and micro fund. We see back in emerging and underestimated talent from the aligning with the FI's global purpose. So predominantly majority invest in the FI's network. So that is a new initiative actually FI. So it's I'm trying to help them on the especially Asia in general and especially in APAC. So fourth one is the Founder Institute Innovation Partner Program. We are supporting FI cohorts with partnerships, investor access, and ecosystem development in general. Fifth is my own blog. I highly encourage everyone to subscribe to my blog. My personal site, I share insights, host events, and coach founders on traction, GTM, fundraising, and mental well-being, and so on. So you can go check it out at ekinci.com. You can check out my website. And I do have a YouTube channel and podcast. So founder-focused content and event recordings and so on, you can access that. Feel free to check my profiles there. I forget to share my screen. So anyways, so while these efforts are starting in Silicon Valley, I have spent like 7 years in Tokyo, working deeply across Japan, Korea, Taiwan, while staying, traveling across the world. At the core, it's all about helping funders grow and connecting them aligned with the investors and so on, build businesses and so on. So that all brings all together into serving one thing. So both supporting funders and investors partner, collaborate each other better internationally. So feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I do my best to reply messages and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do it, subscribe. So it's a new initiative from me. I try to put all the contents out there, and we do run events a lot. So feel free to get connected with me and so on. And lastly, I would like to say that even though I don't help people find jobs and stuff actively, I get so much requests from this. My suggestion, people who's looking for career opportunity, is just follow me and join our events, follow our contents, leave a comment there. So you can be, people can find you easily with your own LinkedIn profile and CV. So I get this request a lot. I wanted to add that part too. So with that being said, a quick note from me before. A couple of words from me after I introduce myself, which is, regarding today's significance. As an entrepreneur for more than 13 years, 1-3, I find it so difficult to find an environment to get support and give support, no matter what stage of my startup is. I'm a startup guy. And this was even a bigger challenge for me as a person coming from a developing country, which is from Turkey. Even though the startup ecosystem grew very quickly and completely organically and created many unicorn companies, it remains a big challenge there, in Turkey. So around 12 years ago, roughly, I remember the Founder Institute came to Istanbul, and I was like attending their events, and being a part of the community. I felt very warmly welcome, honestly. So honestly, it had a, if I had applied FI or getting to the programs and graduate from the FI, at that time, I believe I would be a much more successful entrepreneur. I'm being completely honest with you. So today, now fast forward today, living in Japan almost 7 years and traveling many countries, especially innovation hubs, I found out that there are similar challenges to find support. But on the top of that, surprisingly, there are many different challenges I see in contrast of developing country and developed countries, industrial countries, especially like Japan. So surprisingly, these challenges are some of them pretty like more advanced, more intense challenge than even my own country. So so one of them is the desire of internalization, so going global, that kind of challenge. But there is not that much support system enough for supporting these startups and entire ecosystem. And ecosystem development overall wasn't that much as developed as I see in different places. So there were fewer business opportunities and fewer, especially for expats, experience, right? For foreigners. Maybe that's the reason that maybe 70% of the people applying current cohorts are foreigners in our programs. So it's happening though, even though much richer country here. It's FI, the Founder Institute. This is what we want to achieve here, to build a truly collaborative global startup ecosystem for everyone everywhere. And I believe that we are progressing a lot, honestly. So especially here in Japan, even though, despite challenges, as a result of this, we have had the privilege to help and graduate a portfolio of over 60 startups in just 3 years. So that is, I believe, remarkable. I have to mention that we didn't brought by any institutions or governments or anything like this. We just came with our own resources by partnering with local entrepreneurs like us. Yuli and I are entrepreneurs, I mentioned our initiatives. Plus, and of course, with the support of our mentors, mostly they have entrepreneur experiences, or they are the one who support entrepreneurs, like investors and mentors and so on. We were able to build up such a vibrant, over 250 mentor community here and partners who are working tirelessly towards building an ecosystem that can create a lot of enduring companies here. So anyways, so today we are here to celebrate the fellow entrepreneurs who graduated from the most recent cohort. With that being said, I'd like to pass the mic to Yuli, our co-director, to give an opening note and introduce herself. Yuli, stage is yours.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for giving me this stage. I has a chance to talk in front of the incredible everybody, mentors, founders, and other future entrepreneur. I am Yuli. I'm a business leader with more than 12 years international experience in business development, partnership, and global expansion. I have worked and lived in Japan like more than 10 years, around 3 years in US, around 2 years in the India, maybe around half year in Korea. So I can speak 3 languages, can include the Japanese. So if you're a Japanese founder, like who is ready to join our program, but not have an English confident in English, I'm happy to have as well. And I'm a co-founder of Open for Doku, which is Edit already introduces. I will skip that part. I'm also a director of Founder Institute Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. I'm also the one who bring partner together the Founder Institute to Japan, Korea, and Taiwan. We launched the program from the scratch, and then I used to be the CEO of the United States branch of Japanese consulting company, which is around 250 company side. I think that's all about me. I'm enjoying happy startup and grow working together. I'm really absolutely honored to stand before such a driven and passionate group of founders, including the mentors who have supported us unconditionally. Founder Institute is doing the necessary groundwork, truly essential for Japan, Korea, and Taiwan ecosystem by creating an early stage global startup to validate, launch, and grow further and get funding. FI provides a comprehensive training for startup founder, offers a lifelong support. It is the fourth program we have been running, and then we have achieved right now 60 companies in our portfolio so far. It is only possible because of the mentors and partners who are believers and willing to give the first hand and support the future entrepreneur unconditionally. Thank you so much. Looking forward to meet with all future entrepreneur and then a current founder graduation page. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Yuli, for supporting entrepreneurship in Japan and beyond. So, with that being said, without further ado, let's get started with the exciting graduation event of FI Japan Korea Taiwan International Spring Cohort 2025. So, all right, I have a quick intro about the what FI does in this region. Please bear with me for a while because I know that almost half of the audience are really curious about what FI is or doing here. After that, we're gonna continue. A quick intro about the FI is the FI originated in the heart of the Silicon Valley. Is the world's largest earliest stage accelerator program for startups, but also uniquely positioned to support both startups and investors at the same time. So on the other side, we have FI helps founders launch and scale startups globally with a portfolio of 8,000 companies across 200 cities and 100 countries, with the support of world's largest mentor network, which is 35,000 mentors globally. And on the other side, for investors, with the sibling company VC Lab, we empower aspiring and emerging investors to build and grow venture capital funds, VCs, having launched over 700 VCs that secured over $2 billion in commitments less than 4 years. So here's a quick intro also about VC Lab as well, a quick slide about that too. So I'm proud to say that majority of the graduated VCs also investing in pre-seed stage, which was something that was very rare before. That's why I feel super proud of this. We build an ecosystem on both sides of the table. Most people think that we are for startups only, but actually it's not. We are building an entire ecosystem globally. So because we learned this one in the heart of Silicon Valley. So we believe that each stage deserves more attention and requires more support. And similar to look like in a free market economy, we try to build an ecosystem which is pre-seed the earliest in both sides requires a very different approach. So because it all starts with creating more and more resilient and enduring startups, right? So in order to do that, we are building a strong connected ecosystem, startup ecosystem. We focusing on creating this ecosystem with a bottom-up mentality, which is when the great company are formed, the capital will form, right? Capital will flow in, and a sustainable startup ecosystem can be formed, and then they can invest back to their ecosystem and so on. So it all starts with seeding, making a lot of groundwork and seeding a lot of companies first, encouraging the people to become entrepreneurs. And on the other side, encouraging investors to start VCs and invest in and so on. So we're doing this kind of support for both sides of the table with the bottom-up mentality. I also introduced the VC Lab as well, and that also has programs for LPs to learn how to really get into the venture. So also we have it's not officially launched publicly yet, but it's leaked on the media already. Everyone can go and check. We have something new, which is called Founder Capital, and which is the official fund of the VC fund of the Founder Institute. So I serve them and support them as a venture partner in this region. So back in the top performing FI founders, FI graduates predominantly top 1% performers, and we are partnering in this region as well. So this is something new, but more information will become in the future. So about that is active. So this is how we position as a founder, going back to Founder Institute, this is how we position ourselves. We're a complete ecosystem for both sides of the table, as I mentioned before. But for the startups, we are focused on very early stage startups, right? So even before starting a company, in some cases, with just idea, actually, people can apply and even get selected. As the name suggests, we're focusing on the founders, Founder Institute, right? So because the founders are the biggest asset for a company, initially at least. Maybe later on the company will grow, but still a great leader is very important. So we are a bit different than programs like more seed stage programs. For example, Y Combinator 500 stars or Tech Stars and so on. You don't need so much validation in order to get it selected and started for our program. But graduation is a bit hard. I'm going to explain that later. So we are pre-seed stage, proudly, right? So, for example, this we accept more people to our programs and graduate less of it, which is roughly 70% of the people who come to join our program will be drop out. They drop out already. So you're seeing people who is graduating today are the ones who is the most selected ones over the course of this 3 months program. So as you can see, it's a bit different selection criteria than other programs. So we are generally a feeder of other ecosystems. So here are some of our portfolio startup companies. Udemy is the most famous one here, who had an IPO with $420 million at IPO day, funding in the IPO day. So that is a great success story and the most well-known here. And here are some investors who invest to our startup companies also. As I mentioned, we have our own VC portfolio that we have them launch. They also actively start investing, but those are pretty early, right? But with our existence of 16 years, so some of the world's best well-known VCs have ever invested in our portfolio companies. So we have a structured process of ensuring the startup success. Here, how it works very briefly. Across, we have 3 tracks: validate, launch, and attraction track we have. And so today's graduate also have these tracks. If you're in validate track, your priority is validating the startup idea. Launch track is obviously launching up and building up traction. Traction up means focusing on the startups who has significant traction, can expect to build up a lot of traction here. So we provide weekly sessions, each session given by at least 3 mentors, plus 2 local leaders. We provide 200 deliverables, but then you need to complete it. That provides proven success. Sessions are started from 6 p.m. local time and bilingual, but only it's in English, but we provide bilingual support at the same time and so on. If you're considering, please go check it out. And we provide a lifetime support. So with the follow-on programs, most importantly, the funding lab program, which we attached recently, the founder capital there. All right. So these follow-on programs are again completely free. And one important thing is here, everything is virtual, which is very much accessible for everyone around the world. Here are let's shout out our mentors locally here. All our mentors are active supporters of the startup ecosystem development here. And most have company building and entrepreneurship experience, which is very rare. Like collecting over 250 people who has this kind of experience in Japan is a challenge, trust me. So they have experience in various stages from diverse specialties and backgrounds. They have huge networks also. So we are networks, or we have the net people who has networks of networks. They're very quite, collaborative. They have played a crucial role in supporting and assisting us, mentoring to us, and mentoring to our funders who is graduating from our programs as well. And thank you so much for them. Without them, it'd be impossible. So some of them join us today, roughly 25 people, I guess, 25 join us today. Really appreciate. They will be introduced themselves shortly also. And of course, local partners are essential to growing a strong ecosystem here, providing mentorship, funding access, networking, education, further education, and many more supports, right? We welcome businesses active on interested in supporting startups while building tangible business outcomes as well. To explore partnership opportunities, please feel free to talk with me later on if you would like to make any partnership with us and so on. Just like we have an accelerator support system proven for startups, we also have similar system, just like an accelerator program for partners as well and investors as well. So we can talk. So, as I mentioned before, we accept more people and graduate less. Roughly speaking, we accept like 10% of the people are applying our programs. From there, we are really proud that 19 founders been accepted to the programs, enrolled to the programs, and 7 of them was able to join and graduate the program. So it means majority of them was dropout. So that's by design, because the program is pretty challenging. It's hard, it's rigorous, and it's intentional. It's by design. So, but you can see we democratize the startup acceleration opportunities with a viable long-term model. So you can see, as I mentioned, the funders you will meet today completed aggressive business growth sprints to push their business forward, their startups forward, and they survive with the weekly ratings, and then reviews from the mentors in our network who join to our program, who have personally built growth-led companies. They have experience, hands-on, and investment experience also. So they survive through this. It's hard. Can you imagine, like, every week, through the session publicly you get criticized to your startup, but they want you to build a great company, of course, but it requires a lot of mental toll, right? So surviving through this is actually not that easy, but they did. So they deserve a special attention from everyone who wants to further support them, especially for the investors. So with that being said, congratulations to our new graduates of our program here, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, 24 Spring International Cohort. Congratulations, all of you. And here's a virtual applause for you because we meet in the virtual environment. So here are the founders who is graduating today. And congratulations all. So we have six startups and 7 founders graduated today. Naka Industries, Nakatomi, Product Mind AI, Minivis, Livos, and Lemonmus. Okay, they will be all presenting very soon. Okay, so okay, drum roll please, because we have the new program already accepting applications. So an early deadline for the FI new program, the same program. This is an international program, by the way. And as you can see, that's intentional. Of course, everyone local can join too. So we created the same program, exactly the same program of the Silicon Valley to here with the time zone wise is more suitable. And similar type of experience funders are running the programs, and directly supported by the HQ team as well, and with the powered by the local mentors who has a lot of experience. So everyone feel free to apply the program. what I encourage everyone to do is actually taking our DNA test to see your entrepreneurship attributes. So everybody should really see, are you really a good entrepreneur or not? So, but if you can take that test, you can see a lot of great, you can see your, just like a personality traits, you can see your own entrepreneurship traits too. So it's pretty useful, and you don't have to complete the applications, right? So you just take the test. That's the one step forward to complete an application. If you're an entrepreneur, you can of course complete it. Anyways, as I mentioned before, program is open, and September 21st is the early deadline for this. So hurry up. It's a little more than 1.5 months remain. I highly encourage everyone to suggest their friends and so on to join our program. At least apply or at least get the DNA test. By the way, that DNA test already taken by over 250,000 people so far. Co-designed by Jordan Peterson, very famous psychologist. Probably a lot of people know. Very famous YouTuber also. He's back then those times. So it's a very solid test, around 25 minutes. So anyways, several events are coming up. Quick shout out, and then we will continue. How to came up with this great style idea. This is our founder, the CEO of the Founder Institute, and co-founder and CEO of the Founder Institute will be giving this event. It's going to be at 2 a.m. for our time, but it's worth it. All right. Some of the mentors who is joining us today will be introducing right after the presentation. So please stick around. In order to manage the time, we will be doing this way. And those mentors you can see on my screen are the ones who joined the current cohort, who give us time and effort to provide mentoring, to prepare our founders who graduated today, who survived today, and so on. So we will continue with keynote speech from Jun Kojima, who is really kind to support us, and in many ways, actually, the entire program, and plus providing the venue to do an event there too. That was very kind of you, and personally providing good advice to me as well as a friend. And so will be give us a presentation. All right, with that being said, Jun, thank you for joining us. You're on the stage. You can share your screen, and we're very much looking forward to your keynote.
Okay, thank you, Erdinc. Can you see my screen? So, good evening, Founder Institute and its mentors and guests, and most importantly, the graduating cohort of 2025. Both an honor and privilege to speak before you as we gather to celebrate not only your graduation, but also the impact you are poised to make on the society. To begin, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jun Kojima. I am partner at Golden Egg Ventures. Golden Egg Ventures is a venture capital arm of Eckford, a company that has been operating for over 10 years. Eckford began as a consulting firm, has since served more than 1,000 clients. As the consulting business gained success, we leveraged the strong relationship we built with our clients to launch our venture capital arm. Many of those clients have become our LPs and collaborating partners in supporting startups. Golden Egg Venture is not a CVC, rather we are backed by a diverse group of LPs. One of the key differentiators of Golden Egg Ventures is the hands-on support we provide through our consulting businesses. Secondly, we have an agreement with the Shibuya city government, as Shibuya aims to position itself as a hub for innovation and startups. We collaborate with the government as ecosystem builders, probably like a FI. For example, we support international startups who is interested in establishing their businesses and operation in Japan. These startups may also benefit from the programs such as startup visas, which facilitate their entry and growth in the Japanese market. And that said, what I really believe is important is bringing business opportunity to startups and when necessary, connecting them with the right investors. I joined the Golden Egg Ventures in March 2024 last year. Since then, I've made 5 overseas investments, and all 5 startups have successfully secured POC agreements, commercial deals, or partnerships with major Japanese corporations. Our core investment theme is to serve a bridge between startups and large corporations. Additionally, some of these startups have successfully raised funds from overseas investors with whom we have a strong relationship. Once again, our goal is to be a bridge not only between startups and corporations, but also between startups and investors. So I sincerely hope that the graduate you will connect with investors who truly understand your vision and can support your success, not only by providing the capital, but also by bringing valuable business opportunities and strategic partnerships. Finally, I believe that the future of innovations lies in a global partnership. Korea, Taiwan, Japan are uniquely poised to lead the way. I've received so many questions about the Japan entry strategies from across the region, and I witnessed many groundbreaking cross-border collaborations that highlight the region's growing role in driving innovations. There is immense opportunity in connecting these dynamic ecosystems, and with the graduate of FI Global Accelerator Cohort 2025, along with Founder Institute and its respected mentors, I am really looking forward to building the Korea, Taiwan, Japan global corridor together. Congratulations once again, and thank you for your listening. Thank you.
I appreciate your support to our cohort and to Japan's entrepreneurship development in general. Is a very active and a very well-known VC in the local ecosystem. Really appreciate it. Okay, so from now on, we're gonna get started with the pitch session. So founders going to present their startup companies, their progress, and so on. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna start with the validate track, and then launch track and traction track. With that order, you're going to start. They will be providing 5-minute pitch. We won't be providing any feedback or question answers, but you can ask your questions after the event at the networking session. So validate track means actually people who has mostly they had an idea only. They have some early validation, but require some further validation for sure. So generally, we don't even require an MVP or anything like this. What we require and how they can validate their idea is basically talking with their customers and excessively, and then conducting several tests and try to secure some commitments from the customers and so on. Basically, in a nutshell, this is the way how to validate an idea, right? But of course, there are multiple angles on that. But most importantly, the coming up with a product that can solve that challenges. Validate an idea is one thing, but coming up with an idea that it can be solved, that problem and feasibility of that solution, the product, isn't important, right? So we're all here to validate this. But launch track is a bit different. They have a little bit more than traction in that. But I have to say that most of the people are done a lot of tasks in order to validate the idea. So we have over 200 deliverables. Those are sets of deliverables. Each of them has, roughly speaking, like 3 or 4 tasks, which is over 600 items there needs to be completed to be able to validate an idea, at least. So With that being said, Sandrine, we can
Yes.
see you. How are you doing?
Erdinc, can you also bring the Marine to the stage too? Two founders. They are going to present
So,
together. Okay.
so tonight I'm pitching from Fukuoka, where I'm staying a few days, and Marie is in Paris.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. That's great. So great energy. We're going to start with the amazing energy from Sandrine and Marie
Yes.
to present Lemon Boost. Okay, guys? Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to count down. Let me set up the timer for 5 minutes. And you will be start presenting. We can hear you clearly. We can see your screen. Everything beautiful, smooth. Okay. With that being said, counting down for getting started. So 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Lemon Boost helps women return to work after a career break. In Asia, there are 50 million of them. That's the population of South Korea. They are experienced, motivated, but invisible. Marie and I were among them, and women ask us how to introduce myself, explain my break, show that I'm still valuable even after a break. So women lack direction and have more and more doubt. Each job conversation becomes a challenge, and that's the problem we'll fix. We'll make them more convincing in interview, but also after that on the workplace. With an application like Duolingo, but for soft skills. Our tool is designed by women for women. Because the system doesn't help, job boards are not designed for returner, government initiatives are not efficient, and communities don't guide, and coaching is limited. Meanwhile, businesses need women. Only 30% of Japanese reach the level of middle manager, and companies need also people skills. 89% of hiring mistakes are due to behaviors. And if you have strong people skills within your team, your company will outperform by 2 to 3 times. So what do we mean by people skills? People skills is the way you communicate, you listen, you negotiate, and you collaborate easily for you, especially under stress or in tough situations. But learning people skills doesn't happen through books or video. You need to practice anytime, anywhere. And for that, we help you with the AGES neuroscience model, AGES, that helps skills becoming a habit and so a behavior. So our solution is a two-sided platform. On one hand, you have a conversational coach, that's the Duolingo, and on the other hand, you have a recruitment platform. So for the conversational coach, we apply the AGES model. So A for attention, you role play 3 to 5 minutes. G for generation, you practice with your voice. This is a job conversation. E for emotion, you personalize to make it real, stressful. And spacing means repeating over time. So our talent pool is localized and readiness is predictable because you have a progression. If readiness is predictable, that means that companies can acquire talent exactly when they need it. There's no more delay in hiring, so they benefit also from a lower acquisition cost and a stronger brand impact. Hiring returners supports ESG goals, and 60% of institutional investors in Asia consider ESG metrics in their decision. Of course, we have competitors. We all leverage technology. But unlike others, we focus on both on how humans learn, that's the ages, and also on returners' unique needs. Our main revenue is from placement fees. We have a freemium model for women, but we would like to make it free for every woman with subsidies or third parties. We start with 4 targets in high demand. We begin in Japan, then Singapore, where Marie lived for 7 years and has a strong network there. Women find us through tail content and referrals. One of the jobs we could fill successfully is project manager. Both of us held this position for years, and across APAC, 2 million are needed each year, and most of them are not filled. The hiring time is between 6 months and 1 year. We're gaining traction with the chatbot prototype, and we're launching our our MVP early next year. I'm Sandrine, and with Marie, we worked together for 2 years on several projects. All of them is about empowering women. And before launching this startup, we bring 20 years in business, behavioral science, and tech. We're looking for a Japanese co-founder and advisor. Thank you for your attention and love to answer any question. I still have time? Yes. Just to give you an idea, we pivoted in this validation track for 4 times. We work like hell to now have this solution to help women with a clear strategy. So join us, because if together we could help 6.5 million women in Japan and Singapore, and that's a start. So please join us. That's it.
Amazing. That's great. And congratulations on graduation, Sandrine and Mary.
So much.
To Lemon Boost team. Amazing.
Thank you.
All right. Very much well deserved. Amazing. We are very much proud of you guys. So, with that being said, it's time to go to next founder, which is Dell. Are you ready? Product Man AI.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can't share hang on.
How about now?
Yeah, just give me a quick second. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, you can see and we can hear you as well clearly. Everything's great. Again, congratulations, and I'm gonna start the timer from now on. Just a second. Okay. So, counting from 3, 2, 1, let's go.
As a product manager, I've experienced firsthand the frustration of losing hours every week to low-value tactical work, time that could be better spent driving innovation and leading teams. That's why I built ProdMind AI, to give product managers back their time and help teams thrive. Product managers are the glue in every tech organization, yet up to 50% of our time is spent on low-value manual tasks, such as updating roadmaps, sending status reports, or juggling with endless tools. This inefficiency is costing companies $50 billion globally each year, leading to burnout, missed deadlines, and misaligned teams. As one product manager put it to me, I'm sending the same status report over and over again, jump between Slack, Jira, and spreadsheets with no clear process. The real issue isn't just the volume of work, it's the lack of control and the mental toll of context switching, which is leaving product managers and their teams overwhelmed and reactive. ProdMind AI gives product managers back their time by automating tactical updates, connecting with favorite tools, and sharing real-time insights. Imagine having one smart, always-on assistant that keeps your projects running so you can focus on leading, not chasing. Unlike generic workflow automation, ProdMind AI is purpose-built for SaaS and tech product managers. Our proprietary AI deeply integrates with core product management tools to automate the 3 most common tactical tasks product managers face, which is stakeholder reporting, cross-team alignment tracking, and translating requirements between business and engineering teams, making ProdMind AI a true product management buddy. Now we'll show you how this integrates into project management workflow.
Do you ever feel like you're chasing scattered updates across Jira, Slack, and Excel while burning hours trying to make sense of it all? ProdMind AI ends that grind. It automatically pulls together everything you need from all your tools so you get one clear view, make decisions faster, and finally lose the headache of chasing information. With ProdMind AI's dashboard, you've got a living database at your fingertips that spots knowledge gaps instantly. Let ProdMind AI's agent tackle the manual tasks, for example, automating stakeholder reports and pinpointing blockers, allowing you to reclaim hours every week to focus on real product work, not just paperwork. Are you tired of endless meetings pulling you in different directions, with tasks scattered across teams and tools? ProdMind AI steps in as your virtual coordinator, auto-syncing everything to cut the overload. Real-time visibility slashes meetings, clears blockers, and speeds delivery. ProdMind AI's intuitive dashboard spots misalignments instantly, flags gaps like overlooked insights, and suggests fixes, eliminating manual realignments between teams and reclaiming hours so you can focus more on your customers. Ask ProdMind AI to show my meetings. It auto-translates bilingual chats, maps dependencies, and simulates changes, preempting escalations for proactive fixes and boosting team alignment.
In terms of our 10x benefit, we reduce the manual work from 20 hours down to 2 hours, driven by automating reporting, proactive alignment, and unified workflows. In terms of our competitive advantage, we have a threefold advantage in terms of the proprietary integration of core product management tools, AI that gets product integrated with understands product management workflows, and Asia-first localization. In terms of our market opportunity, the global product management software market is $20 billion, growing at 15.4% CAGR. We take a bottom-up approach in our SOM to target 100 million to 150 million. In terms of our business model, we offer flexible, scalable pricing. So freemium for risk-free trials, premium for unlimited features, and enterprise for more custom needs, overall driving viral adoption and scalable revenues. In terms of our go-to-market, anyone can start for free, integrate with Jira, Slack, and Figma instantly, and experience value immediately. In terms of product-led onboarding with instant integration and viral expansion through invited community content for upsell, and for enterprise, founder-led sales and consultative onboarding and leveraging wins to expand. Since May, we spoke to over 100 different industry experts and conducted more than 20 in-depth interviews. The key insight is that current product management tools are not supporting product managers across their workflows or meeting their local needs. ProdMind AI stands apart by delivering comprehensive, deeply integrated automation for product managers, addressing full tactical burden product managers face. My name is Dilip Panesar. I'm experienced in product management and go-to-market, working at Amazon, P&G, and Shell, and Deloitte. And my co-founder, Dr. Lei Sun, is a CTO with experience in AI and AI automation. Together, we combine strategic leadership, technical depth, and passion for empowering product teams worldwide. We're currently exploring investor opportunities for our next growth phase. Happy to connect and share if anyone would like to know more. And also looking for companies or teams to support piloting ProdMind AI and provide feedback. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Del. It's great. I mean, great traction as a validated track attendee of the program from basically a simple idea to you build up a lot of traction and finally an MVP you're working on right now, right? That's amazing. Very much impressive. Thank you so much. Well deserved and congratulations, right? All right. With that being said, let's continue with Timothy. And congratulations, Timothy. We can see the screen, by the way.
Thank you. Yes, and you can hear me?
We can also hear you.
Okay, just a moment. Okay.
All right. That being said, counting down, all right? From 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Good evening. My name is Timothy Kate, and I'm the founder of Livius. We are building the essential operating system for logistics operators in Africa. Because right now, inefficiency in logistics doesn't just cost money. Sometimes it can cost lives. Moving goods across Africa today is a daunting task. 60% of operators still use pen and paper, while the rest who have tried to modernize juggle across over 6 disconnected systems. And as a result, the cost of products goes up, crippling businesses. Food rots in transit. Imagine for a continent plagued with food crisis. Critical supplies, such as vaccines, get delayed, while driver fatigue leads to loss of lives. This isn't just an operational headache, it's a humanitarian crisis hiding in plain sight, with an over $30 billion tag in losses across the industry. Livius is the AI-powered operating system that turns these catastrophic losses into profits. We help operators cut costs through intelligent automation, protect their cargo, reducing spoilage by up to 80% with our real-time tracking capabilities, and we unify their operations, turning 6 or more fragmented systems into one single platform for complete visibility and control. Our platform delivers this value in 3 simple steps. First, we unify their data. We've built adapters that pull information from every given source: IoT, fuel cards, warehouse systems, ERPs into one single source of truth. Next, we automate and optimize. Our platform, it doesn't just show you data. Its algorithms process and analyze it to provide actionable recommendations, like predicting a vehicle failure before it happens, or suggesting the most efficient route, vehicle, and driver for delivery, or placing orders for essential parts needed for your fleet before they run out. Finally, our customers act with intelligence. Our single dashboard provides real-time insights on the metrics that matter, allowing managers to make data-driven decisions. Imagine a single intelligent platform that gives you visibility and control over every aspect of your entire operations. The market is already validating our approach. In just 3 months, we've onboarded over 50 customers with 30% already paying, and we are seeing a 30% week-over-week growth in assets on our platform. And our clients are seeing immediate results. Callfast told us they doubled their asset utilization just by using our platform. This is a massive opportunity at a unique inflection point. The total logistics market in Africa is over 200 billion. Our initial focus is the 1.4 billion serviceable market of tech-ready operators. And this market is exploding, driven by African free trade agreement and growth in e-commerce. The demand for our solution is no longer a nice to have. It's a necessity to survive. Our business model is a capital efficient SaaS engine. We offer tiered subscription starting at just $30 per asset per month. This gives us a very strong unit of economics with a healthy fundable LTV to CAC ratio of 3:1. No assets, no brokerage, just high margin recurring revenue. Our strategy is a phased geographic expansion, starting with direct enterprise sales in Kenya before expanding to East Africa. We have a 3-phased plan: anchor with enterprise clients through founder-led sales, scale through our channel partners, and then dominate the market with product-led growth. Now we are not the only players, but we are the only ones with the right strategy. Our competitors are either asset-heavy brokers like Kobo or single feature tools for basic fleet management. They are the fragmentation problem. We are on the winning quadrant. We combine the scalability of a SaaS business model with the power of an all-in-one platform. Competitors sell you pieces of the puzzle, like basic tracking or a separate marketplace. We give you the complete command center with AI to help you make sense of it all. That's how we win. This mission is personal to me. That's me 10 years ago at a container depot with my laptop. I'm a software engineer born and raised in Kenya, and I've spent my career building this exact solution for giants. I've lived this problem, and I'm uniquely positioned to solve it. Today, we are raising $500,000 pre-seed round. This will give us 18-month runway to launch our next-gen AI modules, hire the key resources to unlock our full potential, and grow our revenue up to $500,000 in annual recurring revenue. We are building the essential operating system for the future of African commerce, and we invite you to join us. If you're interested, please let's have the conversation after the event. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Timothy. It's been great. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're very much proud of you. It's a great traction, you know. So I forget to mention that we started already with the launch track. So Timothy was the first person pitching the launch track. And it's a great traction for launch track, honestly speaking, you know. Very much proud of you. It was great. And you're building a solution from Japan to Africa, right? So then with the great talent, as a great talent, amazing. Okay. With that being said, congratulations again. Well deserved. Let's go to the next person. Next founder who's graduating today is Sydney. All right, Sydney, again, congratulations. And we can see your screen. Can we also test your voice?
Yep, can you hear me?
Yes, we can also hear you. All set.
I love that. This works. Awesome. Okay.
Also works. Okay. So counting down from 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Sydney from Menuiz, where we reduce dining anxiety by educating tourists and building trust between diners, eateries, and the platforms that serve them. The truth is, even with AI tools and increasing resources, a majority of tourists still report lack of confidence about menus and unease navigating the restaurant experience. That was almost 25 million people last year just in Japan. Since 2024, major domestic corporations introduced online reservations. Auto-translated digital menus are increasing, and digital payment transformation is growing. So now we can get a seat, order something, and pay, but we vastly overlook the actual thing that people came to a restaurant to do: eat. If diners are confused, unsatisfied, they send food back, ask for bill adjustments, take up a seat, and only order a drink. And we estimate that 3.4 million is lost in revenue just from mistranslations. So restaurants complain to their service providers, hey, you let these tourists in here, now it's going badly. They're uneasy too. So now what? We have a problem. We gave people access, but then dropped the ball on infrastructure. But with the right support, restaurant and tourism service providers can provide the emotional and financial burden of tourism. It's even an SDG. How? We know that DX is great and lost LLMs can be the future of consumer tech, but closed language models are really the key to enterprise AI. So how does our technology work? First, a client deploys MenuWiz in one of three patterns. MenuWiz scans images and digital data, then analyzes it against our proprietary ontological database. Data matched and confirmed gets displayed. What's left goes to a limited Gen AI system. Those results are then displayed for end users to help facilitate the dining experience. Here's a visualization of one end user experience case. MenuWiz wiki pages function in a dining room while reducing business liability. You have photos and details, personalized ingredient and allergen flagging is discreet but can save lives and legal fees. Clients can display as much information as they want, including links, turning a menu into a marketing tool. Our use cases make it so even tour companies can fling their guests out into the countryside with confidence by offering an OCR tool in their tour packages. We're solving both big and little problems. As a platform, be that tourism or restaurant, there's always two stakeholders: your partners, restaurant owners, destination managers, hotels, and your end users. MenuWiz improves the experience for both sides. They now see the volume of your platform without any extra work on their end. A single specialized tool alleviates dining pain points like misorders, unfamiliarity, allergen scares, and lack of activation. So MenuWiz adoption raises platforms to the top when restaurants and destinations are picking their providers. That's why MenuWiz most effectively supports larger entities, your Tablelogs, your AirVeggies, and JTBs. We asked. They have tons of data to be optimized, and they're not happy with the LLM solution. Of course, our technology can be used to directly support restaurants and end users too. It's feasible to offer certifications or white glove translations, as well as consumer apps. Then we can reintegrate all of that data to help our larger clients. We drive revenue from platforms that have a need for this industry-specific AI and unique capabilities. Platforms that need to support end users as well can benefit from a capped subscription plus usage pricing. Those just replacing their existing tech will be pleased to know that MenuWiz is priced competitively against ChatGPT. We estimate that in 18 months, we can capture at least 1 to 2% of the domestic market, riding on the AI wave and capitalizing on our team's network. At scale, we have pathways for data sales and independent research too. We're currently offering support to one Michelin restaurant, hosting an end user beta test and finalizing an in situ test with Tokyo Tatemono's GIC. Our team includes myself, a bilingual journalist with close ties to major platforms. That means I'm already working for our biggest clients. We also have our CTO as Japan's most sought-after ML expert, coming to us from Cookpad and Google, and an internationally awarded culinary encyclopedist, Keita, plus one sales member. Right now, if you're interested, you can join our beta and try the test code as you can see here. You can also reach out to me on LinkedIn at any time. Right now, we're looking for partnerships and VC outreach. If you're interested in using our product, co-developing with us, or know anyone who might want to use our product as a sell-through platform, you can reach us at any time. I'll give you guys a minute to scan the QR code. Well, not a minute, you get 30 seconds to scan the QR code if you're interested. And thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And congratulations, Sydney. Amazing. So you still have time, so I'm hanging out here.
Yeah, I want to give everybody as long as you want to go ahead and scan that. So I left tons of time on the end.
Again.
Please use it. You can use it today. We would love to hear your feedback. So reach out to me on LinkedIn and so on. All right. Did everybody get it?
I already get it. Cool. Okay, after moderating the session, I'm going to I already did, Okay. So it's been great, and congratulations, Sydney. It was such a long journey, and it was tough and rewarding, and very much well deserved, Sydney. It was a great pleasure and honor to work with you too, as well as entire cohort, and very much looking forward to collaborating with you all. Okay, so with that being said, Nakotomi, which is Richard Orman, how are you doing? You're mute. Still muted.
Yeah.
Whoop. I still unmute. Oh, now I can. Yeah, you seem.
Okay, you should hear me now. All right.
Okay, hear you clearly, and we can see you well. Again, we are in the lunch track, and let me set the timer. Just a second. Okay, I set the timer. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Richard Orman, and I'm the founder of Nakatomi. And we're tackling one of the biggest pain points for startups and SMBs trying to break into highly regulated markets like defense, fintech, and healthcare. That's security compliance. Let me start with the reality. If you want to win enterprise or government contracts today, implementing a comprehensive security program is not an option. It's a prerequisite. But for most startups, their only experience with security is slapping a firewall and a password on the product. And when you're asked to do more, you're staring at months of work and possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars or more in consulting fees and a confusing landscape of security vendors. Even after you've bought all the latest tools, you're left stitching together the controls, hoping that it'll meet the minimum expectations set up by those large customers. The end result? Lost deals, wasted capital, wasted time, and founders who just feel like they're fighting a losing battle just to get the starting line. And that's the problem I set out to solve after spending 13 years building security programs from scratch in some of the world's toughest environments. From my time working at NATO in Germany to Japan's fintech sector, I saw the same mistakes repeated. Compliance treated as an afterthought, expensive consultants, and months wasted reinventing the wheel. Nakatomi, we have a platform we call Plaza that changes the game. Instead of giving founders a checklist, we actively build the solution for them to work from, allowing them to build out their security programs like Lego pieces, picking items as they need. Our killer feature is the automated compliance blueprint. And the metric that matters the most is that time to compliance. A customer would log in, select their framework that they desire, and connect their cloud provider. Plaza then automatically builds a secure, compliant environment, generates their personalized security plan, and delivers a checklist with daily, weekly, and monthly tasks that people have to do. Everything is tracked in real time in a real-time dashboard, so even non-security experts can manage and prove compliance quickly, confidently, and without relying on expensive consultants. We're operated on a SaaS subscription model, charging both a monthly and for automated compliance management and evidence collection. We'll also generate additional revenue through our partner marketplace, where third-party vendors offer integration services such as pen testing and tools like antivirus. Compliance automation is a massive market. It's estimated to be over $75 billion globally, with CMMC alone projected to exceed $5 billion by 2027. With our mid-tier pricing, we only need 72 customers just to reach 1 million ARR, and demonstrating a clear and achievable path to early revenue. Competitors like Drata and Vanta focus on compliance tracking, but they don't automate that cloud setup and have price points that's out of reach for many startups. Consultants are expensive and slow. Nakatomi's Plaza is the only platform that combines that infrastructure deployment, third-party vendor selection, and compliance automation. Our go-to-market strategy focuses on early-stage startups and SMB in regulated industries like fintech, healthcare, and defense, segments where compliance is often a barrier to entry and growth. These customers need to move fast but lack in-house expertise, and we're leveraging our founder and advisory network for direct outreach, forming partnership with consultants and possibly accelerators, and investing in content that builds both credibility and inbound demand. As AI's lowers the barriers for building new products, we aim to be the go-to compliance and security platform for vibe coders. Non-security founders building fast. Plaza lets them launch with confidence, knowing their infrastructure is secure and audit ready from day one. We're currently building on our MVP with pilot customers already lined up and early partnership talks underway. At Nakatomi, we're building for founders like me and those who want to focus on innovation and not paperwork. Leveraging our experience in cybersecurity, we are primed to address this ongoing pain point for experienced by companies who go through compliance for the first time. We're making progress at Nakatomi and building and are exploring potential investor conversation as we plan our next phase of growth. If you'd like to know more, we're happy to connect after the event. And thank you very much.
All right. And very well deserved, Richard. Congratulations on the graduation. As you guys see, every startup that we have graduating today building something that every other startup also might need, also for other companies need too as well. It's a great innovation, it's a great talent combined. And congratulations, Richard. Very much well deserved. With that being said, let's go to the next person, which is going to be the last startup who's presenting today, if I'm not wrong. And from the traction truck. So you're the only person on the traction truck, Jamiel. And Jamiel, we can see you. Your screen is coming.
All right.
Yes, we can hear you and we can see your screen as well. Whenever you're ready, we can get started.
I'm ready.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jamiel Hampton, founder and CEO of Naka Industries. Our mission is simple but powerful: to produce carbon-neutral synthetic crude oil from plastic waste, cheaper than crude, cleaner than incineration, and truly circular. We're turning one of the world's worst environmental problems into scalable, profitable climate solution. Each year, over 300 million tons of plastic waste are generated, yet less than 10% is effectively recycled. The rest, burned, dumped, or left to pollute our oceans and landfills. At the same time, refiners and manufacturers face intense pressures to decarbonize and source sustainable alternatives to fossil oil. This isn't just an environmental crisis, it's a growing supply chain risk for global industries. Naka solves both sides of the crisis. We use advanced pyrolysis to convert contaminated, post-consumer plastics into carbon-neutral synthetic crude. Our modular systems break plastics down in an oxygen-free environment, producing a clean, drop-in oil feedstock, ready for refineries, without incineration, with the lowest emissions in the industry, and without drilling. Our competitive edge is proven and protected: a patented, high-yield system delivering 10% more oil, 30% lower emissions, and 40% faster processing than industry norms. Already operating commercially in Japan for over 5 years, we're backed by 3 international patents covering system design, controls, and emission mitigation. This is a $1 trillion waste crisis and a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. The advanced recycling market is growing at a 20% CAGR, expected to exceed $120 billion by 2030. We're focused on Japan and Southeast Asia, where regulations, waste issues, and corporate climate mandates create strong demand and policy tailwinds. Our revenue comes from long-term offtake agreements with refiners and petrochemical companies, carbon credit monetization. Our systems are certified carbon neutral and qualify for J credits in Japan. Licensing our tech globally, and tapping into government subsidies tied to decarbonization. With existing LOIs in our rollout plan, we're projecting $100 million in annual revenue by year 5 of production. We're executing our GTM in 3 phases. Phase 1, build our first commercial scale facility and fulfill existing LOIs. Phase 2, expand regionally through partnerships in municipalities and waste suppliers. And Phase 3, scale globally via licensing and new site development across Asia. We're also working with carbon credit brokers to certify and trade our emissions offsets. We've already proven the model, and now we're going all in. We finalized the acquisition of our tech partners' IP and manufacturing base. We've secured LOIs from global oil majors with backing from Japanese government, and we've done all this without outside capital, bootstrapping operations and R&D, validating the tech, and building real-world traction. Naka's edge lies in our patented operational tech with better yields and lower emissions. A strong IP moat, carbon neutral certification already in place, deep relationships with refiners and government partners, and a first mover's advantage in a high barrier, high demand market like Japan. I've spent the last decade building this from the ground up, learning every step of the process of pyrolysis and value chain. I've established partnerships with major buyers, and now I'm relocating my family to Japan to scale this full time. I'm backed by a world-class advisory team with expertise in energy, recycling, infrastructure, education, and finance. Together, we're building not just a product, but a movement. We're raising $10 million in this Series A round to build our first full-scale facility in Japan, complete the IP acquisition and tech transfer, hire key ops and sales staff, and begin generating revenue from offtake and carbon credits. Yes, this is a bold ask, but this raise will de-risk our model at scale. We've already proven the tech and lined up the demand. Now we're ready to operationalize, commercialize, and scale globally, with a path to a $25 to $30 million follow-on round. Naka isn't just recycling plastics. It's redefining value in the industrial supply chain. We're transforming waste into climate-positive oil and proving that circular systems can be profitable, scalable, and resilient. This is the future of sustainability, and we're ready to lead it. I'm excited about the progress we've made with Naka Industries through the Founders Institute, and we are currently exploring potential investor conversations as we plan to our next phase of growth. If you'd like to learn more, we're happy to connect after the event. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Jamiel. Very much well deserved and great traction, further traction. Amazing.
Thank you.
Congratulations, and very much looking forward to working with you all. And okay, that concludes the pitch session. We had 6 startups, 7 founders total graduated from this cohort. Congratulations to the entire cohort with this achievement of graduating from the FI, and many benefits actually from now on will be unlocked for you all, and you are the part of the community, part of the 8,000 startup company profile that we have, and so on. So a few quick notes from me regarding today. Then we will be welcoming our mentors to the stage to providing a quick introduction about themselves, and maybe you can add a quick message, so like maybe 20-30 seconds or so, because to manage the time, because there are many mentors joining today to manage the time, giving some final words, some final messages to graduating founders and aspiring founders who is considering to apply in our programs as well. All right. So dear audience, since we are approaching the end, please still stick around for the networking, and we highly encourage you to wait until the end for networking session. You can also introduce yourself. Anyone who is in the webinar section also can introduce by this way, and with everyone here. Okay. So let me see. All right. So Sush, please help me for bringing the mentors in and removing the spotlights. So only putting the spotlights to the mentors. Seems like, okay. All right. Okay, so again, congratulations to our founders, and now we're gonna listen to our mentors with a quick introduction and their support to us, and how some final words to us and to our founders graduating today, and so on. And the first mentor going to be Karen, who's a great supporter from the very early times. And thank you, Karen, for your support as always. And stage is yours.
Thank you. First of all, I'm just blown away with your ideas and how far you came in such a short time. So you should be really, really proud. And all of your ideas definitely solve problems and will get support. So keep going. That is unfortunately just the first mile you go. You have another million miles to go. So, but with the network, you have a lot of support. My name is Karen, and my mission is to fill the world with exceptional executives and leaders. So I work heavily on helping guys like you to step out of just the idea from building yourself as a holistic person to become an executive. So, and I use my knowledge working with you as founders in my work with established companies, and benefit quite a bit because you bring something to the workplace a lot of companies are missing. So I hope I'll stay in touch with you, and I wish you all the best. You do amazing things. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Karen. Thanks for your support. Really appreciate it. Okay. Let me see the list, and we have Jan. Okay, Jan. Again, you just joined from this cohort, but you have immense support to us. Like, I wish I could know you in advance, But anyways, thank you so much for your support, and stage yours.
Yeah, also from my side, congratulations to the cohort which made it, and all the founders who went through this rigorous program. I think you made very good progress. I met you in the first weeks, in the first months, and now listening and hearing to your development, not only from pitching but also designing and sizzling business model, clarifying expectation from your side in terms of funding, in terms of growth, etc. It's amazing, and I'm very humbled and honored to be first time a mentor of you guys. My wish to you is keep the pace, keep the momentum, speed, adaptability, agility is key. You need to be leading this transformation. You need to lead in your niche, in your solution. You need to be first mover in order to survive, not only here in Japan, but globally. And I think this is all your ambitions, and you are ready for that one. A few words to myself. I'm over 20 years in corporate finance, on the advisory, on the consulting side, a long time with EY in many markets. And since last 10 years in corporate finance leadership roles with private equity portfolio companies. Background is very much IPO preparation, IPO execution in New York, Frankfurt, and also a preparation which we led in the last years here in Japan. And that background, looking into large-scale business models, financial models, investor expectations, GPs, LPs, financing investors, to bring that experience to you and to let you contribute from that experience. That's the reason why I joined Founder Institute, and that's I think we worked with a lot of you guys successfully to scale and design in this cohort from a financial side your startup, your business model. Looking forward and wish you all the best. Stay in contact and reach out. I think you have my contacts in any case of questions, advice going forward. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jan. Really appreciate your support. All right. Really, thank you so much. Okay. Our next mentor is Mahesh, and Mahesh, you have been supporting us last 3 or 4 cohorts, so almost from the beginning, I believe. And you're a great supporter, great mentor, and great friend as well. Thank you so much for all your support. And yeah, stage is yours.
Thank you, Erdinc. Congratulations to all the cohort. I mean, this is just to start, as Karin mentioned. Like, you have long way to go. So I'll say all the best for that part of your journey. In terms of what you need to do going ahead is get your early adopters, get your customers first onboarded, ensure that you deliver, learn from them, fail fast, and recover to get back on the great growth trajectory. All the best to all of you. Please feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn, or some of you might have my business card. The number remains same. Just to announce, I have started a new venture. I'm also part of a company called Avya going ahead, and we'll be building AI-based platforms going ahead. If you need any help from business connects, reaching out to people, need guidance on geographical growth, please feel free to reach out. It was great learning while I was mentoring you, but when I was listening to you, there were many instances when I learned from you guys. Thank you for the presentations. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. Really appreciate your support. Okay, next mentor going to be on my list, Anna. Anna, thank you so much for joining us. And as always, all right, stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Erdinc. So, hi guys, it's really so cool to see these updates on everything. So I was really excited to see everything from the first steps till now. And so let me just introduce myself, just a quick story. So yeah, I'm originally from Moscow, Russia, and now I live in Indonesia and Japan. Specialize in market entry strategies. So I'm a founder of Breams Research. It's the research agency. So we help you to understand everything about consumers, launching on new markets across the world. That's the thing that you might likely know from my LinkedIn page. And the second not well-known part is that I'm open water long distance swimmer. So I represent Russia at global competitions. And I know everything about the effort, about self-motivation, and how to deal with quick changes of currents and markets and how to adapt quickly to it. So because I swim like 10K in the ocean during my races. So what I want to tell you right now, it's you've not just building the companies, but you're building the character right now. So this graduation is not the finish line. It's just like a first mile of the marathon. So keep going. And it's time to take everything you've learned and go even bigger. So my advice to you is to test faster, fail smarter, because you're going to do that anyway. So do that just faster to make adaptations quicker. Build everything with empathy. So as you do right now, lead with purpose and never forget where you started and where you're going to be. So that's what I want to say. I'm really proud of you. It was so, let's keep in touch. If you ever want to have my advices in launching on new marketing, just, yeah, let's connect. That was my super fast story. So Erdinc.
That was great. Thank you for mentioning long distance swimming too, because it requires a lot of stamina and motivation, and the resilience requires a lot of resilience, right? So those are the traits and attributes that every funder should have, right? We all in a very in an ultra marathon, so to speak. So we all need tirelessly working on our ideas to validate and solve those our customers' problems, right? Very much also related. All right, thank you so much for your support as always, Anna, and thanks for joining us as well. So Kiyotake, also from the beginning, one of the earliest believers to us, and who from the first cohort, right? Yeah, actually with an idea of coming in FI, was one of the first person that I met and who believe us a lot. And Kiyotake, thank you for supporting us from the beginning. And stage is yours.
Right. First of all, congratulations to all of you guys. Well done. And in the such tough programs, you made it. So please have confidence about who you are and what you're going to do. Basically, all of you guys' idea were amazing, and each of you has come up with something concrete idea which is unique and inspiring. And there are so many people out there with the brilliant ideas, and then you guys take the first step to challenge the world, but unfortunately, bad news is only few truly success. Because success start with cash in. Okay, success is not about presentation. Success is not about fancy and beautiful vision things and so on. That mean is actually you need to sell. But let me be clear. Selling doesn't mean just talking or showing the beautiful presentation materials. Selling means putting your product into someone's hand, and then getting their money in return. Letting them to pay money and put money in your wallet. That means selling. Okay. So until that moment, it's not about business. Until the moment, you don't have a business. You just have just idea. Okay, so start selling. You guys start selling. Even if your product isn't perfect, no matter. Anyway, go to the market and meet the people and try to sell, because the market will teach you faster than any textbook or any mentors. Just do blah 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 blah. All right. There are lots of people want to say something. I know this. I know that guy. But don't waste your time. Go to the market and try to sell. All right. This is one thing, very very important. And next things, and then and the two, keep moving forward. You need to sell more. You need to produce more. So especially through the hard time, you need mates, trustful partner. Okay, trustworthy teammate. People who share your mission, who stay, when you have really, really hard time, when things, get tougher, you need someone who always be with you, and then who fight, with you. All right. So dream big, but don't forget, cash in. All right. Sell for real and make the trustworthy, real mate, real team. Okay. So congratulations. And I hope to hear real success story from you guys in the future. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Kyoto-can. Well said. 100% agree. Well said. All right. Thank you so much for us. Okay. And next mentor we have is Jetson. Jetson, thank you so much for your support from almost from the beginning, right? Really appreciate it, and stage is yours.
Yeah, I'll have to say it's been a pleasure. It's been really amazing to see actually the huge progress and the huge improvements. All your solutions, your pitches, and being able to actually frame it well. Right? I think today's pitches were one of the best I've seen in the sessions that we've had. And I think at this point I'm feeling a lot more confident with where graduates actually stand right now. And I'm very proud of every one of you. I think you've been able to frame your thoughts and ideas much better. And I think past mentors have actually left very good advice, being able to start acquiring customers, right? Being able to cash in, right? That's what's next at the end of the day, right? How are you going to start building traction, and what's next? Is it about getting your first sets of investments coming in as well? I believe that definitely is a very positive movement right now, and I'm very excited to see what's coming up next. So feel free to reach out if you ever need any additional support beyond this graduation. I think all members here share my thoughts as well, that we are really proud of you as to how hard you've worked and how far you've come. I think those of us in Japan, we are always roaming around, so feel free to reach out to us as well. I just bumped into Tyson yesterday, and he sends his regards, and he's very excited to see where you take your journey moving forward. With that, congratulations once again, and very much good luck moving forward.
Thank you so much, Jason. And let's send our best wishes to Tyson as well. Sorry, couldn't join his event because I'm in overseas. I'm in my hometown, and I missed it.
One thing I forgot to mention, I was also a competitive swimmer. I always get very excited when I see fellow swimmers. I'm not a long distance swimmer like Anna, but definitely very excited to hear another fellow swimmer.
Very cool. I love swimming too, but I can't swim in 10K. Amazing. All right, Franklin, and thank you so much for joining us and supporting us from overseas. Most of the mentors are here based in Japan, but roughly speaking, 20% of them joining from overseas actually. Anyways, Franklin, thank you so much for support as always, and stage is yours.
Yeah, so thank you everyone. It's my great pleasure to be here today. I'm really excited by the portfolio of companies that we have graduating today. So it's a big success because graduating from the FI program is very challenging with a lot of stress and things that you have to complete over time. But what I would like to say to our graduated companies is that in the real world, you are not going to have the pressure that we are putting you. So maybe for you to complete your tasks or achieve your vision. So you are the one to build, to have the big vision, to build upon it, and to execute better. So starting a business is something so rewarding, so exciting that everyone loves and everyone like because of all the advantages that it procures. But usually it's very stressful. It's very challenging because there are a lot of things to do. You don't have all the resources. You don't have all the support system. And most of the times you are going to see yourself alone with a lot of stress, with a lot of things to do. And what I sometimes observe is that most of the time, some founders, they want even to resign from their journey as entrepreneur because they were not aware of all the stress or all the things that it takes to become a bold founder. So that's why with a strong corporate background, an entrepreneurial experience, and a deep connection within the industry, I coach, I mentor, and I connect entrepreneurs, founders with the right support system in place, with the right investor incubators, and venture capitals that they need so that they can achieve their success and go further. So it's really a good pleasure to be here today and to continue supporting our batch of founders. Thank you.
Franklin, appreciate your support. And really thank you so much for your support as well. All right. And another overseas mentor, Rosario, thank you so much for your support as well. Stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Well, reality is that talking about this after all this amazing group of mentors and advisors is not an easy thing. But arriving here, congratulations, because arriving here, you know that it requires consistency, commitment, and being a doer. And that's already an amazing and terrific accomplishment. I would like to invite you to feel what you are feeling right now, because of course, after all this session, hearing your amazing pitch and hearing this group of mentors will give you the energy to have something that is called the energy of expansion and the sense of excellence. Being an entrepreneur is very hard, and you will have very hard moments. And when you are in front of a prospective buyer or client, you will need this energy. So feel this in your body, feel this in your mind, and take this moment back anytime you need to start presenting in front of somebody, closing a deal, closing an investor, because these are the moments that will fill your energy to be ready for what comes being an entrepreneur. And Rosario Bicasas, co-founder of BC Partners Tech, building technology for non-technical founders, co-founder of XR Americas, and also of Brooklyn to Bogota Digital Transformation Community, an incubator for Hispanic small business owners in the Americas. And I'm happy to help and support if any of you is looking to open markets in Latin America, in New York. I'm more than happy to support. And thank you, Julie, Erdinc, for your hard work and for your amazing energy and commitment. And thank you for having us here.
Thank you too. Really appreciate your support. From very different time zones and very different part of the world, but you are so much committed to support the FI community globally. Really appreciate for your support. Anyway, so now going back to Japan again, but yeah, most of our mentors are very much global. So thank you so much for your support as always. Stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations to all the participants, to all the founders, and also to all the staffs and mentors as well, because I think you've all done an amazing job. So congratulations to all. I am an entrepreneur myself. I just started another company this March, and the challenge is always, yeah, I really enjoy the challenge, but there's always challenge here and there, and I know what you are going to go through. But what I would really encourage all of you, and I would like to echo some of the mentors that already mentioned this, is that there will be hard times, and for sure, and there'll be many challenges. However, what's really important is to really stick to your purpose and your ambitions and your goals in life, because that's what's going to really drive you and keep you from not stopping. And it is really important not to stop. Also, believe in yourself, because nobody else is going to believe in yourself more than yourself. So that's going to be really powerful. So believe me, when you do face challenges, think about yourself, how far you've become and how far you've come, and also think about your goals and purpose in life, because don't think about the small challenges that really make you demotivate you in some cases, but look at the larger picture in life, and I think that's really going to keep you going. Again, congratulations, but this is just, a start. So please relax for the day, but from tomorrow, please hustle and bustle. Cheers and congratulations once again. Cheers.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Yuichi. Very well said. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, Dr. Joe. All right, Dr. Joe, thank you so much for your support. Again, one of the earliest believer to us and a great friend of mine, and also a great ecosystem builder here in Japan, globally also. Stage is yours.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, everybody, I stepped away, so I didn't get to hear some of the other fantastic messages. I may repeat some of the same things, so forgive me for that. And maybe that's because it's great advice from all the mentors and supporters of the startups who made it to the end, right? To graduate. So congratulations also. I had my first startup when I was really, really young, and I didn't know what I was doing, and nobody was there to help me. And I tell this story a lot, but there was no such thing as a startup. Like that vocabulary didn't exist. Silicon Valley was non-existent back then. That's how old I am. There was no internet. And so this vision of what we're trying to build and how we're trying to help entrepreneurs is all relatively new. Because of that, there are imperfect parts in the system, but I think it takes great people to help others and for you to keep an open mind about what happens in your journey. Now, I'm telling you this because I'm facing the same difficulty now, not with a startup. Thank goodness, my company is doing fine. But I'm putting together this TEDx, right? And you would think with such a big name, global name, I would have no problem. And that is not the case. I'm having the same difficulties as any other startup, trying to find funding, trying to find places to do it, trying to find supporters. And one thing I learned today, earlier today, is a huge setback. And you're going to face that as you go through your journey. You're going to face some setbacks. My biggest setback is one of my biggest sponsors backed out suddenly. And that's okay. I don't take it personal. They made their decision based on what's best for them. But you're going to have the same problem sometimes. You may have a VC that's going to back you up, or an angel investor is going to back you up, and then suddenly back out. And don't take it personal. Those setbacks are going to come and go. And I think everybody else, all the other mentors have said the same thing, and that is, believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. Nobody else is going to believe as much as you are. That's for sure. But keep keep an open mind, be flexible, and accept that things are not going to be perfect all the time, right? It's not like, oh, I graduated FI, now everybody's going to throw money at me. No, that's not going to happen, right? You're still going to have struggles. You're still going to have difficulties, and believe in yourself and what you're doing. And then you may see sometimes where you have to pivot a little bit and be ready to do that. I recently saw a story where two founders had to fire their entire team and start from scratch. It's a hard thing to do, but they knew they had to do it if they were true to actually get somewhere and scale. And they finally did it. They had to fire all their staff and start from new. And they finally could reach $1 billion. So it happens, these setbacks. I guess I'm not trying to scare you. I guess what I'm trying to do is prepare you. It's like being a parent. A mentor is like being a parent, right? Giving you the reality so that you can remain resilient through the hard times. And the other thing, I think somebody said it earlier, one of the other mentors said it, is we are there to help you along the way, one way or another. We'll be able to there to help you. And I think Erdinc said it best. We're all kind of network builders. And if we cannot personally help you, we will know somebody who can help you.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody we can point you towards. So please reach out. Don't feel like you're on this journey alone. We will help. Believe in what you're doing, okay? Congratulations.
Amazing. Very well said. Thank you so much for the support. Amazing. Okay. So, it was amazing. Okay. So, and next mentors we have is Charles Lee from Korea. Charles Lee, thank you for your support, especially not just in Korea, international, but especially in Korea. I really appreciate for your support. And stage is yours for a quick introduction and some final words.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me today. So I just wanted to say first, congratulations in order. So thank you for all the graduates. And then I'd like to thank you, Mr. Erdinc and his teams to make a commitment to make this happen today. So I just would like to point three things. To become successful in the ecosystem for any startup company, you will need a brilliant idea, and you need a strong team like a family. And another thing is like a mentor, and most of all important thing is your vision, I think. So you can pursue your dream, and but you may not know how to start, when to start, and then how to accomplish our goals and vision. So to accomplish your own vision, I think you need to make a special your own team to make your dream come true. So not just focus on your country, but look at other countries who can help you and make your dream come true. So like Mr. Erdinc and Founding Institute, they are trying to very hard to make your dream come true together. So I just would like to make a thank you for Founding Institute to their persistent hard work and their support. So let's make our dream together with our global teams. So with all the mentors and with Erdinc, so we can make our dreams come true, I'm sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much. 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Thank you so much, Charles, for your support. All right. Hiroyuki Ono. Hiroyuki is a mentor was and a graduate was from the first cohort of then in 2022. and you are you're a great supporter both as a founder as also a mentor afterward, because you support us a lot of things, actually introductions, especially as a native Japanese, you support us bilingually. It was very much appreciated, very much appreciate your existence. And so we'd like to hear you some couple of words and your introduction and some final messages there.
Founders, congratulations for the great pitch today. I like Erdinc already mentioned, I graduated from Founder Institute in the first cohort of Japan, and now I'm a VC-backed founder, and I also graduated from post-cohort program of the Founder Institute for the funding. Founder Institute core program is really good for the pre-seed founder, but it's just a start. So like Kyo mentioned, selling is very important. Also it is very difficult to reach product market fit, but you need to explore because no one knows how to reach it because you are doing something very new. So to keep contacting with our fellow founders in your cohort, and also keep trying to reach out to the founders graduated from Japan cohort or other cohort from other countries. So yeah, anyway, if you have something lost how to use Founder Institute, please reach out to me. I can explain a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ono-san. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's almost conclude our session because I believe every mentor introduce themselves and give messages, right? Swish? Correct. All right.
Yes,
Don't
done.
look anything. So we're gonna start the networking very soon. If anyone available, feel free to join. So other half of the audience are in the webinar, so they are waiting for the link. I think Sush, we can meanwhile share the link. You already did. So some couple of final closing remarks from me. And so thank you so much for everyone, for being here at our graduation event today. So I'd like to extend my heartfelt graduation to all our graduates today, graduating founders. I encourage, as if you're an entrepreneur, if you're an investor, if you're a fellow founder, and as a company, if you're interested in here, feel free to talk with our founders today, as well as our mentors, of course. But founders, they definitely ready for partnering and also funding as well, all of them. So no matter for investment or partnerships or anything is fine. Actually, they're very much open to collaborate and ready to support your business and as well. So I also want to express our deep gratitude to our mentors and all of them who made it today, or who couldn't make it today is fine, who help us in many ways. So we have over 250 mentors. Depending on their availability, we call them, they are able to join us. We thought there, so it will be impossible to do so. So your contributions have been invaluable for us. Thank you so much. Yeah, also we owe a special words, special thanks to our collaborators and partners who have supported us in numerous ways, from providing event venues to arranging speakers, advocating entrepreneurship side by side with us to make the entrepreneurship big again here in Japan, or not just in Japan, Korea, Taiwan, and in Asia in general, and bringing the Silicon Valley programs supports to here and advocate entrepreneurship. So I want to also acknowledge you that our followers, our network as well. So even though you are not a mentor or partner, everyone can actually support us and get support from us as well. We have a system for that. So our audience are the biggest collaborators actually. Even you just give one like to our posts on LinkedIn, or you just join an event, it's a huge support for us. Just join or just giving a like. It's incredible support because it's this collectively big support. So any support, even just advocating entrepreneurships or creating engagement in our social media, that sort of thing is very, very valuable. And and we are very much grateful for your continued belief to our mission, not just here, also globally. And for all, remember, especially our founders graduating here, as our mentors also mentioned today is not an end, right? So the program was a good kickstart for the journey and accelerates the progress of development for sure. But it's rather just the beginning, actually. The graduation is the beginning of our journey that is, and it was a sweet, sour journey. It was tough, it was challenging, but it's just today is just the beginning, not the end. And it's a starting time for a very long-term commitment to bring in something really impactful and economically viable at the same time. So today is the starting day. So the road ahead may be even more challenging. Some founders think that the program is challenging. I mean, I also believe so, but the reality is a bit more challenging. There are fewer maybe, deadlines and stuff like that, but actually it's a bit, the real life is much more challenging, right? But I have to mention that our program is from the very early time, from the first session, is very much real life oriented with the deliverables. From the first session, we go out and talk with the people and validate our assumptions. So, but at the end of the day, it's very there is an immense potential for everyone here. That's why they're able to graduate. There are a lot of opportunities to solve, a lot of problems to solve ahead, and it's worth every step of these challenging steps. And also, lastly, a special shout out to Jun, who is providing a speech today and provide a lot of support to us. And finally, thank you for everyone for being part of this journey and joining us today. So once again, congratulations to our all founders and graduate today, and congratulations to all of us to make this happen. Thank you so much.